This morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Mindset Monday. I am Clifton David Ryan, and what we do this morning is just to give you an injection of inspiration to help you through your Monday and maybe even through your week. Today's topic is decide to go pro. Decide to go pro. And what I mean when I say that is to decide to be a professional in whatever area of work that you are in, any area of your life, any area of business. Decide to be a professional. If you are studying, decide to be a professional student. Decide to go pro. One of the first things I want to cover is the word decision, because I remember being in Las Vegas in 2019 at Eric Worre's Go Pro Recruiting Mastery. And he said the reason that you are not successful, or the reason that you are not where you desire to be just yet, is because you have not yet made that decision to go pro. You have not yet decided. So a decision must be made. And I went and I looked up the word decision, and it says a conclusion or resolution reached after consideration. A conclusion or resolution reached after consideration. So I looked at the word conclusion, and it says the end or finish of an event, process, or text. It also says the summing up of an argument or text. It also says a judgment or decision reached by reasoning. First, it means then that you had to be thinking about a particular thing. You looked at the pros and cons. You looked at the ins and outs, or the ups and the downs. You investigated this thing. You did some research. You studied, and you said, you know what? This is what I am going to do based on what my findings are. And a decision is something that is final. You ever heard the judge's decision is final? After the judge makes that decision, that's it. Now you happen to be the judge of your physical life here on earth. You are the judge. And you, when you make your decision, it is final. What I want to encourage you to do this morning is decide to go pro. Decide to be a professional. It is said in it's Mr. Gladwell's book. I think it's Malcolm Gladwell is his name. It is said that it takes approximately 10,000 hours for an individual to become a professional. 10,000 hours of study and work in a particular area for one to become a professional. Now, my mentor did some maths with this because of the type of business that I'm involved in, network marketing, and knowing that most persons do this business part-time. So you have your full-time job, but you do network marketing part-time. He says, if you work at least 4 hours a day, so maybe you give your job 8 hours, give your business half of that, 4 hours at least, as long as you can. 4 hours. If you are doing 4 hours a day in the network marketing space, or for anything for the fact of that matter, 10,000 hours will be accomplished in approximately 7 years. Now, the issue is that a lot of persons decide to do some things and they quit before they even gain the knowledge or experience that they needed to be able to succeed in that particular thing. 10,000 hours. That's where it should be. 10,000 hours. I was looking at Eric Thomas recently, and Eric Thomas said he's great in his profession as a speaker because when he entered the profession, he studied the greats of that profession. Have you been studying the greats of your profession? Have you been looking at who are the most successful people in your profession, the most successful people at what you do? Have you been studying these persons? Do you know their success story? Do you know their story? Do you understand what it took for them to move from where they were to where they desire to be, or where they are today? Did you study that? Do you know what it took them to get to where they are? So Eric Thomas said he studied the greats of his profession. So he's a speaker. So he studied Tony Robbins, he studied Zig Ziglar, he studied Jim Rohn, who were masters at their craft, who are, I should say, masters at their craft. Jim Rohn is going on now, so was a master at his craft, but his talks are all over the internet still, all over YouTube, and you can still listen to him. The point here is that you need to study the greats of your profession if you would like to become great at your profession also. So it takes 10,000 hours, guys. My question to you is, are you willing to put in 10,000 hours of work and study into your profession so that you will be a professional? 4 hours a day, it will take you approximately 7 years. My last and final point, guys, is when you made this decision and you start on this journey, is that you do not quit. Don't quit. You just heard that it takes you approximately 7 years. 7 years to become a professional. Don't quit. Some people, within the first 7 hours, they're ready to quit. 7 days, 7 weeks, 7 months. Give it 7 years. Give it 7 years. How long does a doctor have to study for? And even after that doctor is finished studying, or that student rather is finished studying, they have to understudy. Internship. How long does an accountant have to study for? An engineer. And even after they complete study and you think that they're going to put them on some big project, that's why you have what you call senior engineers or senior accountants. They will have certain skill sets and certain experience that a new accountant coming into the industry will not have, or a new engineer coming into the industry may not have. So give it 7 years. And I know quite a lot of you that are on here. I'm not sure if everybody that are on are network marketers, but I know most of you, I could see the names. You are network marketers, and I'm saying to you, there are not much persons that comes into the network marketing space and are really willing to give it 7 years. I'm encouraging you this morning to give your business 7 years of everything that you have and see your life changed forever. Matters not which industry you are a part of this morning. Give it 7 good years. Your best. Give it everything if you want to see that thing really develop as you desire to see it develop. Decide to go pro. Thank you so much for taking the time out to listen to this video today. If you got value from this video, please share it with someone else so that they too could be inspired. And just drop value in the comments to me so that I know that you did get value. Have a blessed and successful day. Love you guys.